back to our channel. So today's video is going to be a 1 month update on the twins. I have Miss Ivy right here and Miss Amelia is right here in my lap. I did try to film this yesterday and they were so fussy that I couldn't get it filmed. I was really hoping that wouldn't happen today, but it's like I just picked the worst times. So my plan is to share about each of them individually and then a few things that kind of, you know, cross over about both of them. I'll talk about breastfeeding and stuff like that. Alright, so let's start with Miss Ivy since she's right here, even though she's blocking her face. She's like, no, I have a light on because it's so dreary out today and I don't think she likes the light. You don't like it, do you? Just stop it. Okay, so Miss Ivy was baby A. If you've watched my birth vlog, I will link that just in case you haven't. I did have a vaginal birth. She was head down. So she was baby A, came out first, and she was 4 pounds, 7 ounces. And when I weighed her the other day, when she was exactly a month old, she was 5 pounds, 9 ounces. So that is really good. She's done really well with gaining weight. She is our, she's almost like kind of an old soul, we say. Like, her eyes are always open. She's always awake. She's just looking around, kind of pondering life, it seems. So yeah, she's, like I said, she spends a lot of time awake and just kind of looking around. It's really funny. She's not a typical newborn, in my opinion, just the way that she acts and stuff. She's just not like a typical newborn. But she's definitely like our diva baby. You know, she knows what she wants and she wants it right now, and it's usually she wants me to hold her. She knows the difference between anyone else holding her and mama holding her, and she wants to be with me. She does not like being in the car. When you put her in her car seat and put her in the car, she will pretty much guaranteed start to cry. When I talk to her, sing to her, she just looks at me and stares at me, just very wide awake and calm. It's really, really cute. She loves to be swaddled. As you can see, I've got her swaddled up right now. You can guarantee that if she's fussing, it's either she wants me to hold her, she wants to be swaddled, or she's pooped. She does not like to have poop in her diaper. If she has poop in her diaper, she's just unhappy about it. As you can see, she has brown hair and quite a bit of it. She does have blue eyes, but they are a darker blue. So in pictures and stuff like that, they look like gray and dark almost, but they are blue. It's just a really, really dark blue. So it'll be interesting to see as she gets older, how that kind of changes. If you follow me on Instagram, then you saw the little update picture that I posted of each of them. And I told you guys in that post that we have been calling her Chicken since, like, as her nickname kind of thing, since she was born. Pretty much like the day she was born, it was like she had these little skinny little chicken legs, and she was so tiny. We just started calling her Little Chicken, and that has stuck. So she gets called Little Chicken or Chicken by pretty much everybody in the house. It's either Ivy or Chicken. She's doing really well. She did get sick when she was about 2.5 weeks old, I believe. Maybe, no, she was 3 weeks old. And she got this like cough and congestion thing that we had, some of the kids and myself had like the week prior. But of course, when you have a newborn baby and a preemie baby, that can be really scary. So we did take her to the doctor and they tested her for RSV. She did not have RSV. And it took a few days, but she got better. She needed to like sleep sitting up, and I had to, you know, use saline drops in her nose and the nose Frida. But after a few days, she got better. So I'm very, very thankful for that, because it was scary when your baby's sick, and especially when the doctor was like, if her fever gets over 100.5, it's automatic admittance to the hospital. So we were very nervous and just wanted her to get better. But she did, and all is well there. Her and Amelia both are like a typical length for, you know, a newborn baby. So they fit in newborn sizes. They're just really baggy and big on them. This is little Miss Ivy. Want to say hi? Want to say hi? Need to wash her hair. She has this like dark brown hair, but everybody's always like touching her head and rubbing her hair, like the kids and my husband, and I mean I do it too, and it gets everybody's like oils from their hands and her hair, and it makes her hair look greasy even when it's not. Yes, you sleepy girl. She loves these swaddles. These are those copper pearl swaddles, and she just loves to be swaddled. But she does like to have her hands free. I don't always keep them out, but she does like to have them out, huh? Oh, stretch. And next we have Miss Amelia, who is baby B. And like I said, if you watched my birth vlog, then you know that she came out breech, didn't you? You came out with your little feet first, huh? Yes, you did. She flipped breech the day that they were born. The day before I had been in the hospital and she was head down. And the day that they were born, she flipped to breech. So yeah, but my doctor was awesome and amazing and still willing to let me try for a vaginal delivery. So like I said, Ivy was born head down and Miss Amelia here was born feet first. So as you can see, she looks very different from her sister. She has blonde hair. She also has blue eyes, but they are a little bit lighter blue than Ivy's. And she also has these really, really long blonde eyelashes. Like, I have never seen eyelashes so long on a newborn baby. But yeah, she has these like crazy long blonde eyelashes. And apart from right now where she might be a little fussy because she's gassy, she is really, yeah, she's grunty. She is really just the sweetest, she just has the sweetest disposition. Just a very calm baby. Like I said, she has such a sweet disposition and she's very easy, I guess you could say. You know, she really just likes to eat and sleep. But yeah, she loves to sleep in the DockATot. We've had questions about whether or not we like it or think it's worth it. I think it depends on your baby. Ivy's not so crazy about the DockATot. Like I said though, Ivy just wants to be held all the time. But Miss Amelia here loves the DockATot. So I think it really is dependent on your baby, but we like it, and like I said, she likes it. So yeah, so like I said, she's a pretty even-tempered baby. The only time she really fusses is if she's hungry, or like I said, if she's got gas pains. Otherwise, she's pretty chill and relaxed. She really enjoys snuggling with her siblings. They love to snuggle her because she's just, my husband calls her like a little Chipotle burrito. You get her wrapped up like this and she'll just like snuggle up with you and she's happy. She also has really, really long fingers. I call them like little piano player fingers. Her fingers are really long and skinny. She is wearing newborn size and fitting it well. The last time I weighed her, which was the day that they turned a month old, she was 5 pounds 14 ounces. So I'm guessing by now, because it's been a few days, that she's probably at 6 pounds. So she is the bigger baby, and I don't know how to explain it, but she's more like a typical newborn baby. The way that she behaves and the way that she looks and everything, she's just more like a typical newborn baby, because I feel like I said before, Ivy kind of has this very like unique personality that's not quite like a typical newborn baby. Yeah, so let's see. Amelia, when Ivy got sick, Amelia did not get sick. So they're both still wearing newborn size diapers, still wearing newborn size clothes. I would imagine probably for another month they'll wear newborn. So I'm definitely getting my money's worth out of those newborn clothes because they'll probably be in them basically for 2 months. Now as far as like how they're feeding and stuff, I am still breastfeeding them both. I am a tandem breastfeeding them about 75% of the time and then feeding them one at a time, the other 25. So the thing is that my only rules with breastfeeding or with feeding them, they're not on a schedule yet, but what I do is if one of them wakes up and wants to eat, then I either wake up the other one immediately after and feed them, or wake them up at the same time and feed them at the same time. It just depends on the circumstance. There's times that I just want to feed one baby at a time. I just want some individual snuggle time with one baby, and I don't mind it taking a little longer having to burp that baby, then get the next baby and feed that baby. There's other times that I might be in a hurry or have something to do or whatever, or the middle of the night, then I try to tandem feed them because I want to get back to sleep as quickly as possible. And they're doing pretty well with tandem feeding. Sometimes it can take a few minutes to get everybody squared away and latched on and all of that, but for the most part they're doing really well with tandem feeding. I am doing okay with it. I have to be honest with you guys. And I think I've talked about this before. Growing up, I have struggled with some sensory, I was never diagnosed with it. I'm not even sure that they called it that when I was a kid, but sensory processing disorder. So I struggled with certain things as a child related to sensory input. And I still deal with those things as an adult today. It's just that I now know what they are and I know how to deal with them, and I can make choices about the things that I wear and stuff like that, knowing that there's just certain things, materials, stuff like that, I can't handle. Nursing has never been a problem for me as far as sensory stuff goes, but sometimes a lot of times, when I try to tandem nurse them, it like sets off my sensory processing disorder, and it's just too much. It's too much sensory input, and I'm like, and it makes me almost like cringy. And basically, like, I don't know, it sounds crazy, like I'm not in a bad mood, but it makes me like really snappy because it's just too much. So I can't, like, I'll tell my husband, like, don't talk to me right now. Or tell the kids, like, don't talk to me right now, when I'm trying to feed them both at the same time. It's weird. I don't quite know how to explain it. I hope that doesn't make me sound like a total weirdo. But I still do it. I still tandem feed them in hopes that eventually my body will get more used to it and I'll be able to like handle it better. But it is a lot of sensory input at one time. So anyways, there's that. So my hope is that by the time they're 6 weeks old, I would like to start working towards getting them on a feeding schedule. Like I said, they're not on a schedule now. They do eat about every 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours. But it's not like scheduled out like they eat at 3, 6, 9, blah, blah, blah. You know, I feed them when they're hungry, but it's about every 2 to 3 hours. So, like I said, they were born a month early, and they were, you know, preemies and small, and they needed to grow. So feeding them on demand has been really important. So that's what we've done. But I'm hoping that by the time they're 6 weeks old, I'd like to get on a feeding schedule as well as a pumping schedule. Because I was pumping a ton in the beginning. I'm not pumping like at all anymore, and so I want to get to pumping like once or twice a day so that I do have some milk stored up, as well as feeding them. My supply is fine right now. I'm not sure that I have an oversupply for pumping, so I need to kind of work on that, making a little more milk so that I can feed them and have some to store. I'm going to wait to update you guys about my postpartum until my 6 week postpartum checkup. And I'll probably give you like another small update on the babies in that video. But I do plan to just do their updates monthly. They're all just crazy in love with them. The other kids are crazy about them. As you can imagine, they get lots and lots of love with 5 other siblings. Things are going really well. I'm tired. You know, we're not getting a ton of sleep. I'm not getting a ton of sleep. But that's okay. I know this phase will pass and I'll get sleep again at some point. But it's just not happening right now, which is okay. They need me. That's fine. I do have some videos coming up that I'm planning on doing, some newborn favorites videos and letting you know must-haves and things that I've loved as far as the newborn phase with them. Let me know if there's any other type of videos you guys want to see. I still want to give you guys some kind of maternity must-haves video, talk about certain products and clothing items and things that I felt like were really crucial. And then I, at some point, maybe want to do like a twin pregnancy versus singleton pregnancy video. Yeah, let me know if there's anything, you know, really specific or whatever that you guys want to see, and I will work on that. And I am also going to be filming my birth story for you guys. I put up the birth vlog, but I want to sit down and give some narrative to that and explain some of the things that happened and details and kind of everything leading up to their birth and stuff like that. So there were lots of questions in that video about how things transpired, so I just want to address those and answer them for you guys. So I am going to be doing a birth story video. That's everything for this update on Miss Ivy and Amelia. Thank you guys so much for watching and spending this little time with us. We appreciate it. We love you guys, and we will see you again soon. Bye.